someone wrote in. They wrote a very long letter. And I just total honor to people who write long letters. I don't know when you find time to do it. But they wrote a very, very long letter, right, to the center saying, Dr. Gafni never shares his personal enlightenment experiences, which we find very suspicious because he's not, therefore enlightened, therefore da-da-da. It's a very long letter, right? It was very, very nuanced and reasoned and, kind of like, and I don't share personal experiences, right, of that nature, but I'll just share one of them, okay? Just for whoever you are who wrote that letter, if you happen to be watching. So when I was 17 or 18, I was studying in seminary in Israel, where we did this like 18, 19-hour day regimen of Aramaic texts, which I loved madly and still do. And I would leave the seminary, so I was confusing to the heads of the seminary because I was not terrible at Aramaic texts and reading them and analyzing them, which makes you stand out in that hierarchy of whatever that is. But I also liked horseback riding, and I hated the prayer services there, right? And so I would actually go horseback ride, like 3 or 4 days at a time, and then have to make up a reason why I disappeared, which I was very creative of, right? Christina calls it the lies and excuses file. I'd find out many, many different reasons why I had to be gone for 4 days. That poor uncle in the hospital, right? Until I was, anyway, so I would come back and, catch up the Talmud. And along the way, I would sit at cafes when I wasn't riding, and I would literally sit at a cafe, and there was one particular place in Jerusalem I would sit. I can see the place right now in my mind's eye, and I would just watch people. I would literally just watch people. I would just sit, and I would just catch people's and just watch their faces, and just blew my heart open. And I would sit for like hours on Ben Yehuda Street in Jerusalem in ecstasy. Just like you would just watch one person. Sometimes it would be, right, often a mother with a child, and just watching them, right? Occasionally you get, thrown out for being a creepy stalker, or, you got to be careful on that, you know what I mean? You got to sit quietly kind of in the back and kind of do it well, right? But just like, if you watch people's faces, you literally, your entire state changes, and you just get blown out of your mind. Okay, now stay close for a second. What he was playing, right, Beethoven took the words from Schiller of Ode to Joy. And of course, Kirsten could do them Zohar better in German, which I won't attempt, right? But I'll just give you just a sense for a second because it's crazy beautiful, right? Joy, beautiful spark of divinity, daughter of Elysium. And Elysium is a particular reference, which is a code word, right? Also for the Eleusinian mysteries of the mystery schools of the 4th century. Now stay close. We're in a mystery school. This is our 10th mystery school. If you want to do an intellectual history of mystery schools, you will actually realize that the core influences, right, on society, pre-Renaissance, Renaissance, 4th century, Alexandria, 1st and 2nd century, the key influences on society were actually mystery schools. And mystery schools were places where people gathered together and where class distinctions disappeared. People sat, they practiced, they studied, they felt, and they blew their hearts open, not by bypassing reality, but by entering the interior face of the cosmos. That's what a mystery school is. Mystery, mystorin in Hebrew. Mystorin, the story. Mystery, the inner story. The seter, mystery, the seter, the original Semitic root, right? The hidden place. On the inside of the inside, where I place my attention, and in placing my attention, because attention is my capacity, I can actually enter to the inside of the inside. That is what Einstein described as the process of science. Right? The reason science works, where's Emil? Science works because we're cosmic humans. It lives in us. A mathematician can actually Mathematics lives in me. I mean, it's insane. Through mathematics, I can feel, because mathematics is feeling. That's what it is. Mathematics is a way of feeling. Through mathematics, I can feel my way back to the Big Bang. Right? Collingwood says to Harding at Cambridge in 1921 about Ramanujan, the mathematics prodigy, he said he's intimate with every number in the universe. Okay? So we're in mystery school now. So this is just day 2. We're just getting started. Right? It's only 7 days. It seems like long. It's not. It's nothing. We're going to be a breath. We're going to be gone. And this is the last of this form. Every second is crazy precious. But don't waste it not falling in love. Right? And Shimon is going to play with us in all the ways that he plays with us. And he's crazy gorgeous. And he's going to be on tune. And he's going to be the right beat. And I'll always be a little bit off tune and a little bit off beat. That's just the way it goes. Okay? So I apologize for that. Insincerely. Okay, but stay with me, okay? Let's find each other's face. This is everything. This is mystery school. So it goes like this. Christy, you got a guitar or something? Okay? So let's see if we can do this, okay? And we can do it not on the inside of the inside, right? We can actually find each other's face and actually be face to face for real, right? We're not defaced anymore. We're face to face for real. And the words are, how could anyone ever tell you that you are anything less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you that you are less than whole? Right? And sing it through just once, not to just hear the words. Let's hear the word once, then we're going to practice them. Take us through just once, the words. That's okay, so we'll just do it. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. I got it. It's okay.
You are anything less than beautiful. How could anyone ever tell you you are less than whole? How could anyone fail to notice that your love is just a miracle, and how deeply we are connected in our soul?
So the words are, I want to get you ode to joy, and then we're not going to sing this, we're going to practice it in mystery school. So the words of ode to joy, hold for a second, love. The words of ode to joy, joy, beautiful spark of divinity, daughter of 𝗖𝗆𝗰𝗁, which is mystery school. We enter drunk with fire. Isn't that beautiful? Right? Who's willing to enter drunk with fire? Right? Who's willing to enter drunk with fire? Right? We enter drunk with fire. Heavenly One, thy sanctuary. Right? This is the sanctuary. Right? This is dream time. Right? This is what happens to a dream deferred. Does it dry up like a raisin in the sun? This is where we live the dream. Remember, you can only change the world. We can only change the world if we're willing to already live in the world that's already changed. This is where we do it. Thy magic binds again what custom strictly divided, alienation. Now all people become brothers and sisters where your gentle, fierce wings abide. Whoever has succeeded in this great attempt to be a friend's friend, right? Whoever has won great love, let him add to his jubilation. Yes, and whoever has just found their own soul to call her own in this world, and she who never managed it, right, should for the first time weep from the great union that's about to take place. All creatures drink of joy at nature's breasts. All the just follow her trail of roses, kisses she gave us, and grapevines. Ecstasy. And the cherub stands before God. Who's the cherub? The cherub are the two cherubs above the Ark of the Covenant in the temple in Jerusalem, Solomon's temple, that we've referenced so many times, Indiana Jones, Raiders of the Lost Ark, the Ark of the Covenant. So the Lyceum Mystery School, right, in the 4th century traces itself back to Alexandria in the 1st century, which traces itself back to Jerusalem in the 1st century. Does everyone track that? In Jerusalem are the cherubs. And the Lyceum Mystery School is created at the best of the West. It's only a mystery school, okay? So let's just find the words. I'm going to find them myself here. I've got them here someplace, okay? And if you can just fully turn to whoever's next to you, but like a full turn. So you're actually facing someone, right? You don't have to turn your chair, but just whatever it takes to turn, okay? And actually find someone. We're going to hold the silence bunch. No one's left out. We're not singing the song, we're practicing it. Okay, no one's left out. No one's left out. Dyads, okay? Here we go. Here we go. Shh. And follow me, Krista, okay? Even though I'll be a little off, but just focus. We're going to try and create the space, okay? Mm-hmm. How could anyone ever tell you that you were anything less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you that you are less than whole? How could anyone fail to notice that your loving is a miracle, and how deeply we are connected in our souls? And the person with the shorter hair sings, the person with the longer hair receives. Okay, but deep in, eyes to eyes. How could anyone ever tell you that you're anything less than beautiful?
You are anything less than beautiful.
How could anyone ever tell you?
How could anyone ever tell you
that you're less than whole?
That you are less than whole.
How could anyone fail to notice?
How could anyone fail to notice
that
your love is just a miracle?
And how deeply we are connected in our souls. Do it again, the same two people, but this time the person who's receiving, blow them open. Fuck the person open with the depth of your receiving. And it's like placing your attention. We're on the inside of the inside. So again, same dyad. Same person sings, but the second person who's receiving, but now receive. How could anyone ever tell you that you are anything less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you that you are less than whole? How could anyone fail to notice that your love is just a miracle? And how deeply we are connected in our souls. Now reverse. How could anyone ever tell you that you are anything less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you that you are less than whole? How could anyone fail to notice that your love is just a miracle? And how deeply we are connected in our souls. Last time, eye to eye, both people singing, everyone. How could anyone ever tell you that you are anything less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you that you are less than whole? How could anyone fail to notice that your love is just a miracle? And how deeply we are connected in our souls. One more time. How could anyone ever tell you that you are anything less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you, Eric,
that you are less
than whole. David,
How could anyone fail to notice that your love is just a miracle, and how deeply we are connected in our souls?
Cha, hold it, just hold it in, hold it in. Okay. Cha. 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 So we're going to skip the prayer today. I want to know what love is because it's been answered. And this is what it is. So we're going to hold silence of presence. We're going to take a 5-minute break in silence of presence, meaning no iPhone, no texting, just if you need to go to the restroom, in silence of presence. We're just going to hold the silence of presence. We're going to start again in 5 minutes. Cha. Silence of presence. Huge hug. It's a good moment for a huge hug. Oh my God. Shh. Hold silence of presence. Right? When I talk, it's because I can't hold the energy. So I'm releasing it. Try not to release it. Just let it build. Hold it. Beautiful. 5 minutes is up. For you are the master of liberation, and you are the master of transformation.